think.
Timmy's an asshole.
You are watching the Powder Out Podcast.
Woo! Everybody, good old Tuesday in the Powder House Podcast. PLP. Pop, pop, pop. So, we got no landfill. I think landfill's taking a shit. He's just late. That's my thought. And I'm just going to stick with it. Stop shitting, sir. Enjoying the show. But we do have your host, Mr. Shaky, who I'm not going to lie, is drunk and high. Woo! And JP.
How we doing?
Good. What's going on in your world, JP? Now, let's do a little. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I had a little bit of some scary shit happen the last couple weeks.
Did you break a leg?
No, I have a 2 torn meniscus, a partial torn PCL in my left knee, and then I had gout in both knees and early onset arthritis.
Oh my shit! You're gonna die.
I'm
sorry for being blunt, but it's like that sounds bad, man. So
it was bad. Like I was almost gonna go in the nursing home almost, and that was scary as shit because I couldn't walk.
Yeah, when you have to go like into rehab like that, it's terrible. Luckily enough, I haven't had to go into like a physical rehab place. I've been able to do it like home and stuff. But man, this goes into my idea. If you ever need like a hover round, I always think you need like a Harley Davidson hover round shop. Like, why do they have custom shops for bikes but not hover rounds? Because I told my buddy today. I told my buddy today. I said, hey, if I have to get a hover round, we're updating that thing to be like a freaking Harley, man. Like I am totally having a Harley hover round. And look, update the engine so I can maybe get to like 30 miles an hour because you don't want my special ass going 40 miles an hour on the highway on a fucking hover round.
No, I still have one sore knee at the moment, but it's getting better. I'm trying to walk every day. Watching what I eat. I mean, I had Chipotle tonight, but they have a decent. Let's see here.
Yeah, he's almost home. So
yeah, he's working. He works at a prison now.
Oh, I know, Mr. Jailman and Fireman over here.
Yeah, I know. He's so. Mr.
How can you be? I'm not gonna lie, and maybe this is the drunk talking. But you can't be any more like white than being a policeman and a fireman at the same time.
Can't be any more badass than that.
That too. True. Touche. Because at this point, both of them are gonna fight.
Yeah. People love
not like them fight there. I'm just saying people don't like firemen. I think are cool. I don't think anybody hates the firemen.
No, because they're normally the first ones there at the scene.
Oh yeah, and they're hot. There's a lot of hot firemen, dude. I mean, even straight guys can admit this. There is hot firemen, right? And you straight as a piece of wood.
Hey, I mean, there's some beautiful guys out there. I mean, look at Jason Momoa. He's getting divorced.
He is. I know. Mine's Kane Brown. I don't know if you know country, but his name's Kane Brown. Oh my God, that dude is hot as hell.
He got beautiful eyes.
Oh, that's what gets him. That Luke Bryan has the body.
Luke Bryan has the
kind of the ass too.
Yeah, the country. He is so country. It's ridiculous. How you doing?
I know he's country, but let's say I can bail his hay. I'll bail his hay. I could take that a sexy way. I could bail his hay. I might turn that into a new sexy term. I'm going to make it popular, y'all. bale his hay. You're gonna make
Bale
it
his hay.
popular.
There you go. Bale his. I can see that. Hashtag bale his hay. Luke Bryan. You can do that with like almost every country star. Bale his hay. Garth Brooks. Bale his hay. George Strait. Well, like I said, you can do a few with those. Kane Brown. Bale his hay. There's one for you. So
I don't need to do anything. I don't need to do anything but just bale his hay. There we go. Hashtag bale his hay.
His hay. Or bale, for me, it would be bale her hay. Yeehaw.
I don't know. I mean, hey, there are some country girls out there that have done some weird shit. Let's say. I lived out in the middle of fucking nowhere in Artesia, New Mexico. So let's just say, and there were some country girls down there. I mean, we had milk farms, we had country oil, Hispanics. That was what Artesia was.
I love Southern girl with a Southern accent. Whew.
Oh my darling, do you like the how do you want Southern accent? Because there's some girls that got the God, give me the redneck over there. Don't give me that. Oh, I want to go eat a squirrel in a bush light. That
not
or
the Southern Belle, not like the hick, but like a good redneck Southern drawl, like a thick Southern drawl.
Oh, just like that fried chicken, and we getting ourselves some iced tea lemonade. We going to the KFC, and I just live it in my Southern life, right? Been driving Miss Daisy a little Southern like that. Look, oh yeah,
yes.
I got me a nice little Southern draw. You know, I'm a little bit from Texas, a little bit from Mississippi, a little bit from New Mexico. But I work
on the phones. I work at I do call center work, so I work on the phones. But yeah, when you get like an older Southern lady on the phone, there's nothing better because they treat you just like, "Hi, sugar, how you doing, sweetheart?"
Oh my gosh, yes, they do. Oh man,
don't have them to be like, "Bless your heart," because that's not a good thing when they say that.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, I've had so many Southern women. So bless your heart, darling. Bless your heart. So here's the thing. Southern, I always got the words, bless your heart. New Mexico, always got the words, oh, cochino. I go from bless your heart to, oh, cochino.
And up here north, we go, oh, yeah, sure, betcha. Oh, don't you know?
Yeah, you're close to Canada, so you got some Canadian imports. You fucking North imported. How do you get? I don't know. North imports would be weird. I'm used to the South, man. Like I went to El Paso. Like I said, El Paso was like 3 hours away from where I was in school. So we went to El Paso a couple times. Nothing better is to be at a strip club where you see the fence behind you.
Right. Yeah, I think a couple of my buddies, his dad is like born and raised here in Minnesota because I'm originally from Iowa. So my accent's not as thick as some others. Like you could hear the accent sometimes, the Minnesota accent. Oh, yeah,
you got a little bit.
I got a little bit, but like some people
hide my Southern
thick, and like it sounds like it makes it sound like they're Swedish or something because just like, yeah, and then you go over to Wisconsin. Wisconsin has a whole different sure betcha and Ope. Oh yeah, that's the big one too. Ope.
Okay. So that's like some Midwestern shit that I've never heard. So people in like Kansas City say that too. Like, Ope. What the fuck is Ope? Like, oops.
It's like sorry. Like, Ope. Ope, let me get your pass. Let me pass there for Ope, I'm right behind you. And
I'm just gonna say, SpaghettiOs. SpaghettiOs.
A Midwestern goodbye takes forever. But you know you're from Midwest, and you could guarantee with this too. We bitch when it's too cold, and we bitch when it's too hot.
Oh, we bitch to bitch. Yes, Midwesterners like to bitch, but they're sweet. Because look, Me from Texas, you think, ooh, Southern. Nah, Texas ain't Southern, y'all. Texas might be a little redneck. We like a little Southern NASCAR. We like a little Southern open carry. We shoot up there in a little Alamo because I sell propane and the propane accessories. Because damn it, Bobby.
Bubba.
I don't know why I just went on some
Propane.
King of the Hill rant.
Oh, they're actually I read somewhere that
They
the
better not be
creators actually
making it.
Yep. They're gonna bring it back. They're talking about it. I think
I don't know. It wouldn't work in this era. That's the thing. It wouldn't work in this era because Hank is so racist and against everything. It's a Christian, Bible thumping son of a gun that likes to whip his kid. Yeah, they ain't working because Hank Hill would be canceled fast. You'd think of he'd be hanged in his front yard.
Are they trying to bring back like a Beavis and Butthead as well?
That too.
Dude,
I do know Beavis and Butthead, and they're wondering how that's going to work.
I laughed so hard. I haven't watched it forever, but there's a 7-minute clip of Butthead doing the cornholio. So hard. I laughed so hard on that. It's so funny. I sit there, laugh my ass off. My name is Cornholio. I need TV from a bundle.
Like the American. That movie is freaking great. I've seen that movie.
Pulls his shirt up. I didn't take my phone.
Oh my god! Do you remember what movie I'm talking about? Where he did that and he held like everybody up. Yeah, like they were going because they were trying to find a TV. And they ended up being that. I'm Cornholio.
I need TV from my butthole. We have found Cornholio. He was a disturbance on an airplane.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Mike Judge was, if he comes back now, if he's the head on both of Beavis the Butthead and King of the Hill, then I'd be okay. Do you love how King of the Hill's kind of a Beavis and Butthead spinoff? Really?
Yeah.
I mean, because what's that dude's name in Beavis and Butthead? That was it was voiced by Hank Hill.
Right. And then Daria was on there too for a little bit, I think. They made Daria made a appearance on Beavis and Butthead because it was on MTV.
Yeah.
And then you got South Park that's still around, which even with I'm surprised South Park is still around with cancel culture.
I know, right? It's weird. But anyways, let's jump away from all this weird shit. Because I know I'm drunk and shit. I don't care. But we're going to go into a little bit of some wrestling. And we had the Royal Rumble this weekend.
Yes, we do.
I got to say, because that was the...
It was on a different day, too. It was on Saturday.
It was on a Saturday night. I like that, though. Until I fell asleep halfway through. It was nice. It wasn't bad. I feel like it started out well. It started out with a good, don't get me wrong, the Women's Rumble kind of bumped, but it wasn't terrible. Theirs wasn't not as bad as the men's, not even close. It was a good, it was up there. For the Women's Rumbles, it was up there. I do think they sent too many of the surprises next to next because there was 4 in a row that was all the 2000s divas.
Yeah, there was a lot of surprise entrances. For them to have a lot of legends that they say, there's a lot in there. But before that, we had the singles matches as well. We had
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins was amazing. That one, I will say, that one's the only match that has kept me drawn to the screen for a long time.
I really there was a cool, I guess they did this back in a few years ago, but there was a really cool part where he tried to do the spear and then Seth Rollins did the pedigree at the same time. I would have been okay if that was the end. That would have been fine.
They should have ended it right there. I didn't like when Roman got all pissed and started choking him. Here's the thing. My only complaint about that match. Don't replay shit, WWE. Don't replay shit. Because when I initially saw the pedigree and spear, I was like, oh shit. When I saw the replay, I'm like, this looks terrible.
Well, when
Because
they
it
do
really
slow
was.
motion,
Because
yeah.
you could tell how they were maneuvering the moves, and that was the problem. They were doing the moves great at the moment, but don't replay it. Because when people like me, like everybody nowadays, know it's fixed. I mean, they're
it's
still doing,
scripted.
yeah, scripted. Yes, that's the best way to put it.
The outcome is already predetermined. Usually, there's sometimes that they go on the fly and just kind of do it in match as well. But typically, there is a finish. They just go back and forth. It's like an acrobatic kind of. I don't know. That's how I'd put it. Like it's like a dance routine. It's like an acrobatic
It's a Cirque du Soleil, man.
choreograph put together in a wrestling match with but I didn't really like the ending of that one. And then you go into the women's Royal Rumble, which I was pretty decent with. I mean there were some botches, there were some people I didn't think that should have been in there, but all in
The
all,
Bellas came back,
Bellas, Summer Rae, Ivory, Molly Holly, Kelly, Lita.
I wanted
Michelle
Trish. Was it
McCool.
Trish Stratus? Was there? What's the? Not
No, she
Trish.
wasn't there. It was
What's
Lita.
the one? Lita. I wanted her to win. I think she lasted pretty long. Love Lita.
Yeah.
I think she would have actually been great if she came back and would have done like a championship match at like the WrestleMania and like done one match maybe at the shitty pay-per-view that's in between this of it. I would have been okay with. I wanted her to do it, but I'm not upset at all. I love Ronda Rousey. I got to see her live, so when she came out, I literally was pissing and I was so excited. I was like, this music sounds familiar, and I ran out and went, fuck yay, it's Ronda.
Yeah, a lot of people were upset about that. I was like, she's a part-timer. She won. She came back. A lot of people are upset because when she left, she was like bad talking WWE and did a lot of stuff like that. So it's still a bad taste. But
there was a bad taste in the mouth. But didn't she leave to get fucked in babies?
I think she was pregnant. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because like that's how the Bellas came back now, because like Brie Bella was nice. Like yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, nice of like how they look, not nice in wrestling.
Another favorite one I almost forgot was Mickie James, and she actually wore her Impact title on too, and it said Impact Champion. So like Impact, TNA, whatever you want to call it, their title was on WWE.
Yeah, in the Royal Rumble, cool. And that was
at the Royal
very
Rumble.
much. I told you. I fucking told you. I goddamn told you at the fucking beginning of the show. If Jamie replays the show, I said he's late because he's shitting, y'all. He's late because he's shitting.
Well, he was getting home, and then he said,
I don't care. I don't care. I saw him go, and he is late because he is shitting. I called it. Woo! I called that shit, man. So, okay. Well, that was a women's Royal Rumble. You know, Ronda Rousey won. It's going to be Ronda versus Charlotte. You know, whatever. But really, like I said, what I think this is going to be I really see there actually being a good storyline between Ronda, Shayna Baszler, Charlotte. Because isn't Shayna Baszler on Raw?
I think so. I don't remember. I haven't watched Raw or SmackDown for a while, but it was really cool because they both got in and like they were like smirking at each other too.
Right? I like the eyes. Like, you saw each other and they were like, "Hey, what's up, girl? What's up, girl? Let's kick some ass."
Yeah, that's what's fun is like when you can get two best friends like that and get into a match. I think that's what plays when they know each other really well and they play off each other.
Those two. Are so fun. Here's the thing, because they've been in actual like fighting matches, like where they beat the shit out of each other. Like those two have been against each other and done that. in a WWE match, I think they do wonderful. I really feel like Ronda and Shayna Baszler could make a wonderful match, but I think that needs to be a wonderful build up to get to it.
Yes.
You can't just play it like at Raw tomorrow. You need to really, I still feel like it's the build up of the two. You're going to take Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler and you're going to move them up. Maybe even give them the tag team titles before WrestleMania. I could possibly see that. Don't know if that's going to happen, but I could see that. But I see those tagging up because Ronda's going to come back to, I call her coming back to Raw Monday, but maybe it's SmackDown. But honestly, because she being the part,
Raw.
She was, but being a part-timer thing, do you think she's going to go to both?
No, I think she'll stay on Raw because she was on Raw before. But then we got the next match. What was the next match? Was it the women's match? Championship match?
That was Doudrop. Doudrop and Becky Lynch for the championship.
Which Doudrop actually held her own. I really think I could see her as champion.
Oh, she's going to grow so much. They better not lose her. Like, what was Rock's cousin's name?
Nia Jax.
Tamina. Or not Tamina.
Tamina was Jimmy Snuka's daughter. It was Nia Jax. She's the one that she's actually lost a lot of weight, but people made fun of her because she was big. But she actually had a good like WrestleMania moment where she won the Raw Championship from
she had
Alexa
a good
Bliss.
moment. She had a great run.
Actually, those two were actually I think they're still best friends, but they were best friends before that. So like the storytelling was really well. But yeah, I think right at the end it was a little much with Becky Lynch, but you know, it was a decent match. I mean, I enjoyed it.
Really was. Like that was an average. Like I feel like a C, maybe a B minus. Like it was an average. It wasn't bad. It kept kind of entertainment. And then the match after it was the
Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. That was fun.
Honestly, yes. Those two had. Now, I don't like the ending. I didn't like the Roman Reigns bullshit. But
it could have been a really good
winning is cool.
Match. Yes. But it could be a really clean match. They could have another match because, like, I love when they were suplexing each other. Like, he suplexed Bobby Lashley, and then Bobby Lashley suplexed him. He goes, okay.
Those two were so even. That's what that showed me. Because usually Brock Lesnar comes and Brock Lesnar's like double the size of the person, you know? Like even Roman Reigns, he's bigger than, but Bobby Lashley being the champion now that's going to be. Honestly, everybody on here knows he's going to lose it like that. But it's going to be great.
But I thought it was fun, especially like those two, it was a lot of fun. I really liked the build-up, especially like the segments before the matches were actually really good this time. Like it actually got you focused.
They really got me.
You actually knew what was going on. Normally they're not that good. Like that's like back old school WWE, WWF, like they used to put all into those. I mean, it was like almost 10 minutes just for story building, story match before the match.
It's the thing. Here's the thing that I always went with these, and that's with WWF. They had it set up where they knew you just spent a lot of money and you might not have watched every single Raw or SmackDown. So we are going to recap it like you wouldn't believe. We want to recap it so you know what the feud is between these two and what's in the ring. Like they did that between Seth and Roman's, and that got me right into it.
I love and that the whole part of like the Shield.
Sorry, I'm stopping this show to say that I called it, motherfucker, that you were late because you had to shit. I don't care if you got home late. I said at the beginning of the show, Landfill's out because he's shitting. Called it, sir. And you two chat because I got to piss.
So we could
Can
cover.
you get drunk, Josh?
We
right,
can
what
kind
have
of
we
recap. So we
discussing?
talked about we're all the way up to like the Deidre match, but we went over the Roman Reigns against Seth Rollins.
All right, Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. I like the angle that they started it with about the whole, Roman Reigns getting his revenge for getting the chair shot when he broke up the Shield. I love the fact that Seth Rollins came out in his old Shield get up. Roman Reigns really just laying on thick, getting his revenge. Now that he's the head of the empire, he's the head of the table, he's the chief. He's really building himself up there. So I saw this coming. To where he really got his payback.
I was just
I
frustrated
like
at the ending.
the little tease of possibly Moxley coming in. And I thought that was a fun little twist too.
Right at the end, that's what I didn't like was where he got DQ because they never call 5. They never call that. But he had him in the guillotine or whatever, and he was on there, and they counted a 5, and he was DQ. But yeah,
that was a way to end it to where you still had the championship and you still had area to move the storyline.
Lashley, you talking about Lashley still?
We're talking about the Seth Rollins match again.
Oh yeah, I like that Seth Rollins. That was my favorite match, but I'm just gonna jump to it. Can we just jump to it?
Royal Rumble.
Okay, yeah.
The Royal Rumble for the women. I loved all the mystery entrants. The fact that they represented Impact with Mickie James as the champion, that they expressed that. I love seeing Lita back. You had Right to Censor being represented.
I said that too.
Molly. I loved Molly Holly. She looked good.
Yeah, she looked good. But the Ivory was like,
I like the fact that you had Molly Holly and you had the
Lita
Psycho
ASH
superhero ASH, whatever she wants to call herself now. Just go attack her. That could be a little storyline for her to come back to Raw, SmackDown, do a little bit with that as the superhero bit, as a way to pass down that lineage.
It's actually a cool idea. I mean, WWE don't listen or do anything, but it's a cool idea.
You saw the evolution of how Lita. I like seeing Lita back.
I wanted her to win.
Having Lita back. You saw the evolution of the Whale Tail. Back in the day, she had the G-string thong Whale Tail. Nowadays, she's sporting the granny panty Whale Tail there. That was funny. I pointed that out, and I loved it. It was hilarious.
How did you feel about Ronda?
I was excited.
Great. I was so excited.
Off. I didn't like because she's part-timer, but a lot of people didn't like it. Like, I thought it was interesting, but for her to win, I was just like, I didn't agree with that part.
Well, when she left at the time, she had a kid, yada, yada, started the home life, but she had been building up and letting out little spoilers that she was coming back eventually.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, you are right. She was like, maybe.
She has a podcast and a gaming stream. She kept letting spoilers out.
Well, that's cool to know. I didn't know that part of it, but yeah, because I mean, like I was telling JP, I see it now in my eyes. I see that they're being Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey are going to become teammates. They're going to become tag team partners on Raw. They're going to win the Raw Championship before WrestleMania. Then, like, Becky Lynch and Charlotte are going to fight them or something. I don't know how it's going to progress, but I know Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey will win the tag team championship at one point before WrestleMania.
Well, I was curious to see how, Lita and Charlotte Flair was going to play out their little storyline when she came back. I don't know if they're going to try to pursue that.
I hope so.
I can see, with the way the Rumble ended that, the EST, she can, kind of go at, how Becky Lynch, what's her new saying? What's her new get up? She's not the man no more.
Nice something, I think. Me or something. I don't know. What's wrong, Josh?
Something out Bex or something.
Yeah.
But I can see them two going at it, and then I can see Ronda Rousey going at Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, and then we were talking about and then we started talking about like the Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. How we talked about how they actually did really well at the story building these times too. Like before the matches, like it really brought you in because they actually focused a lot on. I felt like the segments before were actually really good,
better than the matches. Damn, yeah. I 100% agree with that because those were
they
great.
Actually for their bodybuild. They went back to actual wrestling. That's something that Brock Lesnar hadn't done in a long time. Brock Lesnar, because for a while there, when he was new and fresh, he was wrestling. As he went out and did UFC and came back, he was just more of get in the ring, throw him around, get the pin. Now he's back to actually wrestling again. And
cowboy shit.
I think Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar did a great job with their match.
They did.
But you see how Roman Reigns came in, interfered. Brock Lesnar lost due to Roman Reigns, due to Paul Heyman.
Oh, yeah, Roman now got Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman left on Brock. That'll be interesting because that'll be a storyline.
Well, this is where it picked back up. Y'all remember a little while back, they were supposed to have Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the title. And then they're supposed to have Bobby Lashley go against somebody else for the title. Well, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar didn't happen because Roman Reigns was out with COVID. So around that time, Bobby Lashley was supposed to get the title.
Was it? Yes, so and then wasn't that around Survivor Series?
They threw him in a match and made it a three-way match. So this is building that storyline and piecing it back together. That way now you have
the shittiest Royal Rumble ever.
It was close. 95 was about as bad as this one. But there were some good few spots.
Like you mean like 2, 3? It was shitty. I mean, I'd honestly rather just skip talking about the Men's Royal Rumble right now and go into. I'm skipping it because there's nothing else after the Bobby Lashley.
Edge and Beth.
Okay,
Phoenix
yes. Tell me how you think of Edge in that.
I actually thought that was fun.
I love seeing Edge and Beth Phoenix in the ring together.
Yes, I loved them working together.
What it was fun. Is if you can tell their look. She did, they're kind of, dressing the part of the Viking kind of style.
Yeah, she looked like a werewolf almost. Like she was like, ah.
She was supporting him because his role in a show called Vikings.
Ooh, that kind of makes sense then. Okay, because I was like, they looked like that Viking, that like vampire, that like dark thing, and then Miz and Maurice were the up class. We have our own reality show. Don't get me wrong, though.
Funny.
I know. Don't, like I said, I can't say anything. I watched the first season with my ex-wife. We binged all of those damn things.
But I love the part where Maurice and Beth Phoenix were like chasing each other in and out of the ring. Maurice did not want to fight at all.
Come back.
Yeah.
Summer Rae didn't even look like Summer Rae.
Neither did Kelly Kelly.
I want to just see now how they build up to WrestleMania. It's simple as that. Let's see how they build up from all of this.
Yeah, that
But Brock Lesnar's going against Roman Reigns. Bottom line, we know that match is happening. So, and probably Ronda versus Charlotte. Those are what it looks like to me. What does it look like? You have the Rumble ones. Who's Brock Lesnar going against?
probably Roman Reigns, obviously. But like I could see a few things kind of going with this is like where Omos was taken out by AJ Styles and Chad Gable. I like how they're building up Chad Gable as like a mini Kurt Angle. So I'm liking that. But I feel like there just wasn't like any good one spots except for like the Johnny Knoxville spot where he got pulverized.
Well, I hated that that Kofi Kingston didn't stick his landing.
He got
because there was
botched,
supposed to be a big spot there, but camera angle caught both feet hitting the floor and ruined that.
Yeah.
Yep. And then that, honestly, after that is where it all slid down. But I will say, because this is what we go into, and I loved this so much better. I loved watching it. I watched the 1991 Royal Rumble, and it was amazing. Honestly, I will say I didn't get through the whole thing, but of what I saw, like the first 3 quarters. I saw so much. The Rockers, getting to see Shawn Michaels back as back when he was before Shawn Michaels. Like, he wasn't even Shawn Michaels, but I heard that music and I was like, what? And then it was the Rockers. And they did a great one. It was interesting. So Randy Savage got ran out of the arena by the Ultimate Warrior, and didn't even show up for the match then, because it was supposed to be a 3-way between Ultimate Warrior, Sergeant Slaughter, and Randy Savage. Randy Savage didn't show up, so it was just Sergeant Slaughter versus the Warrior for the title, and Sergeant Slaughter beat his ass, and it was, oh my. And then Sergeant Slaughter did a promo at the end where he was against the flag and that, and Randy Savage is going to go at him. Warrior was coming back. I mean, that was one of those you'll see. And winner of the Royal Rumble was Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan kicked some ass, and which is funny. It was only the 5th Royal Rumble. No, 88, 89, 90, 91, 4th. So yeah, they classify that 87, I think, as one. So they said it was the 4th or 5th.
It was
and Hulk Hogan already won twice. Like, we know John, he won the 2nd and 5th now, whatever. But Hogan won twice. That was a really good one. Oh, you had they were talking, and it was interesting to see back. They had like the Gulf War, and they were talking all about the Gulf War. They had like yellow ribbons on people. Rowdy Piper was kind of one of the announcers. He did a couple of announcing spots, and it was great. He had the yellow ribbon on his arm saying how we're going to fight for our guys to come home. So it was kind of cool. So that was my quick recap of 1991, my birth year's Royal Rumble.
All right. I will get on to my birth years, which was the 1990 Royal Rumble. You had, starting out the show, it was a dark match with Paul Roma, where he defeated the Brooklyn Brawler in a singles match. Then your second match, you had a tag team match as the Bushwhackers took on the Fabulous Renegade. The Fabulous, I can't even pronounce that. I heard it a couple times. I can't figure out how to pronounce it. It's something like Renegades, but it's not quite it. It was Jacquees and Raymond. They had Jimmy Hart with them, but it was the tag team really didn't last a whole long. It was right after this, they split up, went there in singles directions. But the Bushwhackers got that win.
I love the Bushwhackers. They did a match in the 91 one.
Family favorite, seeing them.
Oh,
my dad
yes.
Licking people and everything else.
It was a family favorite in the household.
It is like, okay, just real fast. Like, did you get any feelings, Phil, when you watched the 91 where you were like, there was some when I saw Shawn Michaels come out when I saw the Bushwhackers, it made me almost feel like,
well, it was just going, it was a blast from the past. It was, the
Yes.
wrestling I grew up on, because even when granted, I was just born then, but I spent a lot of my younger days with the VHS tapes, watching them, that's what I loved. Those are the memories that I had.
Renting from a Blockbuster. Who here rented a WWF film from a Blockbuster?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
I actually want to go to the very last one that's in Oregon still. Like, I want to plan a trip and go out there.
The 1990 Royal Rumble had a lot of matches that ended in disqualification. The third match was Brutus Beefcake versus the Genius, and that ended in a double disqualification. The fourth match was Ronnie Garvin versus Greg the Valentine. Your fourth match was Jim Duggan. He defeated the Big Boss Man by disqualification. Then it came
was
to
that
the
a good
Royal
match?
Rumble
I feel like those two could be good. I feel like Jim Duggan and the Big Boss Man at least throw on something of a nice old match.
You saw more of them, after the Royal Rumble as well. But as far as this match, that ended in disqualification, which led on to a little storyline with them.
Yeah.
In the Royal Rumble, that started with Ted DiBiase coming in first, and you had Mr. Perfect coming in last. And the winner of the 1990 Royal Rumble was Hulk Hogan by eliminating Mr. Perfect last.
There we go. I didn't know what his one was.
58 minutes and 46 seconds.
Wow. Okay.
Damn. So they had him win back to back. That's interesting, because the only
Hulk
other
Hogan,
person that,
Hulk Hogan had 6 eliminations. He was in the match for 12 minutes and 49 minutes, and Mr. Perfect was in for 3 minutes and 32 seconds with 1 elimination.
That's was that the
longest
main event?
Time in the match was Ted DiBiase for a total of 44 minutes in the match with 3 eliminations.
Wow. But that's Ted obviously for it back in the day. So my old ass was from 1987. I just found something. So I found something online. I'm just gonna read it. It says the first experimental Royal Rumble happened at a World Wrestling Federation, WWF, not WWE, house show on October 4th, 1987 at the KIEL Auditorium in St. Louis, Missouri, which they had St. Louis, Missouri was the Royal Rumble this time. It was a 12-man match that one-man gang won after last eliminating Junkyard Dog. Possibly because the event was not televised and it was a financial failure, drawing 1,976 attendees. This match is not acknowledged by the promotion. According to Pat Patterson, WWF chairman Vince McMahon hated the concept from the start. Patterson was not at the 1987 show to guide the producers and the wrestler. He said they had gotten the match concept mixed up. The original prize was a WWF World Heavyweight Championship match against Hulk Hogan at the next St. Louis event scheduled for November 17th, 1987. However, the ring announcer spoiled the Rumble result by announcing beforehand that one-man gang would be Hogan's challenger at the following event. So it's
somebody getting fired.
It doesn't say who was all in there, but it says the last person got eliminated was Junkyard Dog, and that one-man gang won, and they hated it because, the announcer already gave away the spoiler before the match even started. But it was experimental in 1987.
Okay.
Interesting.
This leads me to believe what I've been hearing and talking about and thinking is going to be true. Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar is set to face off at the WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Now, this I believe at the WrestleMania, It's going to be Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for a title unification match.
Oh, you think it's gonna go down
I
to
don't
one
think so.
title?
Because at the Elimination Chamber, it's going to be several guys in the Elimination Chamber match with Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley, AJ Styles, Matt Riddle. You got
Brock Lesnar's not in that one.
yes, Brock Lesnar is in the Elimination Chamber match.
Is he in his own separate one, or is he in the same one with Bobby Lashley?
He's in the same one with Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, he'll be in the Bobby Lashley one, that's for sure. And I see what you're saying. I
At the
mean,
Elimination Chamber, you'll see Lita taking on Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's title.
Really? Was this on Raw last night?
This is posted on WWE Network.
oh
Okay.
shit.
Okay.
So who did you say Lita's fighting?
She is going against Becky Lynch, which leads me to believe that you'll be seeing Ronda Rousey heading to SmackDown to chase Charlotte Flair.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's gonna be
that makes
because
sense.
that's gonna be another WrestleMania, like Lita versus
about-
Becky. I mean, I could see something shitty happening at
No.
Elimination.
No, I could see Lita versus Mickey James because Mickey James wants to put her title on the line too. Like she's willing to come over and defend the title as well. She wants to.
That'd be interesting.
But it was really cool because they actually used her TNA theme song as well, "Big Country."
Yeah. Well,
I like
that's one
that,
of the
yeah.
original songs that that she wrote and sung. That she uses over there. I love that they did that. I was expecting more names out of the men's Royal Rumble other than just Bad
Yeah.
Bunny and Johnny Knoxville.
I know they did
But
shitty.
I still love the spot. Like I rewatched it again because I fell asleep. I liked his spot. He came in, he gave
Johnny Knoxville, yeah.
yeah, he knocked down Sami Zayn, beat up Sami Zayn for a little bit. Then he gets up and he punches AJ Styles, and AJ Styles just goes like this, comes back and he's like, "All right, my turn." He does the combination, and then one of the Street Profits, I don't remember which one it was, got on top turnbuckle, gave him a frog splash, and then one of the new dudes picked him up and threw him off. I mean, he's old. I thought
Yeah,
he'd
but-
get a little bit longer and maybe get like a elimination or something. That would have been cool, but yeah.
It is there. So, any last words we all have before I say good night Tuesday? Any last words?
As far as me, thank y'all for joining us tonight as we reviewed our birthdays. As far as Royal Rumble goes, and in particular, the Royal Rumble for my year was on January 21st, 1990, which was my birthday.
There you
cool.
go. That's cool. Mine was on like January, and I was born December. So mine was
Mine
like
was in November, and I was born in March.
But, all in all, thank y'all for joining us. Make sure y'all share, tune in, like, subscribe, and invite people to the page to join us in discussion. If you like what we did tonight, we'll do it again for the next pay-per-view. We'll go back and see what we can dig up. If y'all want to see anything on the show, hit us up, and we'll be glad to review anything y'all want us to review.
Yes, keep us up. We love the fans. And also, if you love pop, remember to love VOH Inferno and whatever else. There's so many promo things.
HS.
My stupid ass needs to become a promo artist.